Yes. So, hi, welcome to Heart to Heart. How are you tonight?
Pretty well. Nothing to complain about. Woke up late, lost some games of Hearthstone, but otherwise, pretty good.
Good.
How are you?
Good. So, you live in California, right?
Yes.
So it's 3 p.m. for you right now.
Yes.
So when you say you wake up late. At what time do you wake up?
I woke up at like noon.
Ooh.
But I'm gonna try
Okay.
to wake up earlier so I can stream earlier because noon is not sustainable.
Did you party hard last night?
I just played League and TFT with friends and was like, oh no, it's 4 a.m. I need to go to sleep.
4 a.m. Really?
Yeah. Yeah, well, you know.
Okay, so let's dive in the question. And the first question I have for you is, how did you come up with your name?
Okay, so Ecore is a shortened version of what it used to be, which is Elemental Core. And Elemental Core 100, the 100 is not important. I just thought because I was a kid when I made it, I was like, I'm gonna add a number at the end because that's cool. But Elemental Core, so a while ago, this is when I was a kid, I had like 3 friends and I were gonna make one of those YouTube. We each can make a YouTube channel, be one of those like groups, like way back when they're like friends that made it, but we all had our own individual channels, and we're gonna have names that were kind of related to, um, like just elements or whatever. And then I couldn't choose an element, so I chose Elemental Core, and then they said, well, that idea didn't work, and then they just chose other names. So the idea completely fell apart basically instantly, but it's just because I couldn't choose, because we had just watched like Avatar: The Last Airbender, if I remember. We were gonna choose like an element, and again, I couldn't choose. So I just chose Elemental Core, because our like team name or whatever was gonna be, we're gonna have core at the end of all of our names, and then I put 100 because numbers are cool.
That's good. That's good. Okay, so
It's a pretty
elemental
boring
core.
story.
Like, the first time I saw your name, I felt it was like encore, like because in French we say encore, which means like again. Um,
Yeah, I get called that all the time. Like everybody always says that's my name.
well,
And I'm like, no.
well, that at first, like when we first met on ladder and we didn't know each other, I thought it was encore. I called you encore. You see, like when you looked
Yeah.
back at the stream, I was calling you encore.
Yeah, and I was always confused about it because I'm like, there's no N in there or anything. But I guess it also makes sense because what the heck is an E core? They probably.
Because we like probably associate with what we know the most in
Yeah.
even in the like English language, like in theater people say encore still, even in English to say come back on stage.
Yeah. And I think that's like a psychological thing where even if the word is misspelled, have you ever done those things where it's
Yes,
like
yes.
3 of the words in the sentence were misspelled, but you didn't see it? And I'm like, what? And then you have to like go back and read each one. And you're like, oh my gosh, I missed it.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so you've been in the streaming scene for a long time and you've been streaming on YouTube first, if I'm not mistaken.
So, on Twitch first for a little bit, and then I switched to YouTube because I was like, nobody else is doing that. And now I do both, which is kind of not correct, but I'm not a partner yet, so I don't think it's like actually a problem until I become a partner. So once I become partner, I'll probably stop or like make a choice. But for now, I do both.
At the same time.
Yeah.
So how do you see chat and talk to chat?
I have this thing called the Restream.io. It's through Restream, and you can download a little like app on your computer, and it shows you the chats from all of the things that you're streaming to. So if I was also streaming to like Facebook or Mixer, although that's gone, but they could stream to like a ton of different things. All the chats would show up here. And the only problem is I don't get notifications consistently. So if I don't have it set up to a sound, sometimes I miss it. So like my hydrate isn't hooked up to a sound, so I'll miss like 50% of the hydrates. So it's a little bit annoying, but I can still see chat, which is nice, and it has just a little app off to the side on my second monitor.
Good, good. So when did you start streaming exactly?
Streaming or making YouTube videos, because they started at different times. I started making YouTube videos first.
Okay, so as a content creator, when did you start?
Well, for Hearthstone, I started in college, like freshman year of college. Like that was so long ago now, 5 years ago, basically, almost 5 years ago, because I was like halfway in through the year because a friend said you can't hit Legend. There's no way you can hit Legend as a free-to-play player because we both played Hearthstone. And I was like, it's free-to-play friendly. You can just make a cheap face hunter deck and you can climb. And so he's like, no, you can't. And so I decided to try to do just that to prove him wrong. And I recorded my own gameplay because I wanted to like look back to see what I was doing wrong, to see how I could get better. And I was like, if I already have these videos, might as well just put them on YouTube. And so I started putting them on YouTube and forgot I had a video from when I was 11 that was big. So I already had a channel. So I just started making videos. And then I started streaming a couple of years later when I got when I got a new computer, because my old computer was like a really crappy laptop that couldn't stream. So when I finally got a new computer like 3 years ago, 2.5, something like that, I started streaming.
Okay, good, good. And so you started by content created and then streaming.
Yeah.
So that was the first part.
Yeah. Looking back, I think it was a good idea, but I didn't do it for any strategy purposes. I just did it because my computer wasn't good enough to stream.
Okay. Oh, that's interesting. That's like a different way to look at content creation via streaming. Okay, good. And okay, so you started streaming a little bit after you started being a content creator. And so how was it for you like at the beginning of streaming? Was there any things that were weird or difficult for you?
I mean, it started off slow, which was a little bit discouraging, obviously, because if you're just starting out, obviously, it's going to be, like 5 people at most. I don't think anything really weird happened. Obviously, well, not obviously, but a lot of the times with like small streamers, the couple people that watch you'll see every single time. So we got a little bit of a community there. So we just, same 5 people every single day. We just chatted and watched me play Hearthstone. So that was fun. That wasn't really weird, but yeah, no, nothing really weird happened. I guess I was making YouTube at the same time, so I'd sometimes try to get people from YouTube to come over, and that's when I realized people don't usually click another link, especially if it's like in the description. They don't really click that link very often. So I was a little bit confused about that for a while, because I was like, if I have like 1,000 people watching a video here, why aren't like even just a couple of them watching on Twitch? And it was just weird, I guess, switching from video to streaming and like the number difference. I guess that was the weirdest part for me when I started streaming.
Okay, good. And so now you're a full-time streamer.
Mm-hmm.
And so what made you decide to go down that path? It's always difficult to take that decision to be like your own boss, to be responsible of everything. So what made you decide to do that?
Well, it was something that I obviously love to do, and I'm young, so I mean, I was like, if I make a mistake now and it doesn't work, I can always just immediately switch. I mean, I'm getting my college degree in economics, so I mean, worst case scenario, it fails and I can get another job. But I mean, I'm never really going to be in a position where I could do this again, really. So I'll see if I can make it work now. And then it started doing pretty well, and I was like, I guess I can fully commit to this, rather than being like dipping my toe in and being like, is this gonna work? Is it not? It started to actually work, and I don't know. I felt like I was never gonna have another chance to do this, and I loved playing Hearthstone. I loved talking to people on stream. So do what you love, I guess, if you're able to.
For sure. And so was your family supportive at first?
My dad is a huge gamer. He watches Twitch all the time, mostly for Magic the Gathering.
Really?
Yeah, and we got beta keys for Hearthstone together. So he watched Hearthstone streams, and he loved watching arena stuff because that's what we both started playing because we both played Magic drafts every Friday night because I also love Magic. And then Hearthstone came out, and you're like, arena is kind of like drafting, but you could do it at home whenever you want with gold once you like build up that collection a little bit. And so anyway, he already knew what streaming was. He already liked it, and he was a little tentative at first because he's like, you realize maybe 0.1% of people even make anything off of this, like even minimum wage. It's hard to do. And I was like, yeah, but I like it. And he was like, well, it's super cool. And my dad even admitted if he were me, like if he were in this day and age at my age, he probably would have tried it out at least once to see if he can make it work. And my mom is just a very supportive person, so she was like, I don't understand games, but if you're happy, I'm happy. So overall, it was like a little bit skeptical, but as long as I was happy and had a backup plan, if it didn't end up working out, it was all good.
I think it's the first time in the like so today is the 30 my 31st interview, and it's the first time that someone says that their parents watched the Twitch before them.
Yeah, yeah, my dad, yeah, he loved Magic the Gathering, and it was Magic Online or whatever, and Hearthstone were the two he mostly watched.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So, is your dad like a professional Magic player?
Oh, no, 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 no. He just likes playing Arena, not Arena. Well, it is Magic Arena now. But he just likes drafting. He just enjoys it. He'll play like one draft over the course of a couple of days when he gets home from work to just because he loves playing it. And then on weekends, obviously, when we have more free time, he'll do like one over the weekend or two or something. But no, he's not professional. He's pretty good, I'd say. Everything I know about card games when I started out was from him, and now I play Hearthstone professionally, not like competitively, but professionally. So I mean, if I learned from him, he's pretty good.
No, for sure. And so, would you say your dad had a big influence on you related to playing video games?
Yeah, first video game I ever got into was World of Warcraft because he let me share his account. Like I could make a character and I was so excited. And then for Christmas, like that following year, he was like, I will get you an account. And then we played together and it was so fun. And then we also, yeah, that was the main game. That was the first game I like really got into. And some old RTS games like Age of Empires where we could, and Civilization, which isn't RTS, it's a 4X game or whatever, where we could like play LAN or just with each other. So yeah, most of my early interest in gaming came from him.
Nice.
Yeah.
Seems like a very cool dad.
Yeah. I'd say so. I'm biased, obviously.
Do you still live with your parents?
No,
No?
I do not. No.
Do you see them often?
Yeah, I live like 30 minutes away. I live really close to my grandma also, so when they go up to see her, I just drive right up. I see them pretty often, yeah.
Oh, good. I mean, real estate in California is really expensive, so sometimes
Oh, yeah.
people do that.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So you're also very implicated in your team, Hype Horizon. Can you talk a little bit about that?
What do you want to hear about Hype Horizon? If
How
there's
did you
anything in
start?
particular.
How did you start in the team, and what
Okay.
motivated you to get in that team?
Well, I guess what motivated me to get in the team was because I knew Venga. We talked on Twitter and we like talked a lot in the past, and he was the one that like created the team, one of the main people that created the team. And I joined pretty early on, but not one of the first people because at some point during conversations with Venga, I told him I was in school and I was busy, so I wasn't doing creation even remotely full time. I was just doing off the side, making a couple of videos when I could. So he was like, I thought you were busy with school and didn't want to join yet, so I was gonna ask you like later. And I was like, no, I really want to because I know you. You're a cool guy, and I knew a couple of the other people that had joined at the beginning stages. And I don't know, it just seemed like it lined up. I knew the people. We were all kind of growing together and starting out, and I was like, if I'm gonna do this with any group of people, it might as well be people I know and I'm fairly friendly with.
That's a very good reason.
Yeah.
Um, Good. So we we talked a little bit about your background as a content creator and as a streamer, but more related to Hearthstone now. So you mentioned you started the Hearthstone from beta, so you had the beta key, so really much at the beginning. And so what what expansion did you prefer from the beginning to now? And well, yeah, let's start with that.
Well, I mostly played Arena, so when I started playing Standard and taking that seriously, I guess somewhere in like Kobolds and Catacombs, Ungoro, and Frozen Throne. Those are like that was the year when I started to play Standard because I was like, this is actually really fun. I had played Standard a little bit in the past, but it was always just kind of, it was pretty fun. I did it for like daily quests and whatever, but during that year was when I was like, wait, this is really fun, and that's when I just continued to play Standard. So that's probably the best one. Best year of those three. I don't really know which one I'd say the best. I guess Ungoro, because I love dinosaurs. It's always been a thing. So I guess that one would be when I really, like, that would be my favorite single expansion. But that whole year was really good, in my opinion.
Good, good. And so you've played Arena, and we know you play Standard. Is there a mode you don't like at all?
Mercenaries.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Why?
kind of wild, although it's mostly just because when I first started playing, I didn't have a huge collection to like build wild decks. And I probably could now, it's just I don't really have that much of an interest in it. But Mercenaries, I just think it's kind of just pay to win. When I look at it, I mean, I'm gonna kind of bash on Mercenaries right now, so if anybody plays Mercenaries, I'm not trying to like tear you down or anything, this is my opinion on the game. If I were to play a game like that, why wouldn't I just play like Pokemon, where there are more types, it's more complex, there's 4 moves to choose from. The speed isn't like, oh, speed's gonna be exactly equal, 10-ish, 12-ish% of the time or whatever, so it's just RNG. I don't know. I just didn't really want to play that. And then also seem pay to win because you have to like grind out characters, and I watched some people play early and they were trying to grind up some characters, and the first couple were doable, but when you try to build up a whole collection of multiple different things to make different comps, and I was thinking about this from the viewpoint of a creator, like how could I play multiple different comps of mercenaries? I'd have to put in so much time and money to make multiple good teams that I could make videos on. It just didn't seem worth it to me, and so I decided to just stick with standard, which obviously also has money to it, but I think it's less.
Oh, for sure. Do you have a nemesis on ladder?
I have a nemesis on ladder.
I
Well,
love your face.
wait, what do you mean you love my face? What did I do? I don't even remember what I did.
You're like, what?
I don't think I have I mean, you probably would be my nemesis on ladder. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. I don't really have one. I'm thinking. I'm going through like all of the names of people. And the people that I know that I would like maybe be nemesises with because we go a little back and forth. They're all higher ranked than me because I mostly play meme decks. And then everybody who's in the lower ranks playing meme decks, we're all just there to have good times. Like nobody's really there's no nemesis there. So I don't think it's I guess you would have to be it because you've played probably the most.
It's true. That's how we became friends. That's how people were like coming in my chat from your chat.
Yeah, and vice versa. And I was like, oh, who's this? And then that's how we met because we played each other a bunch of times.
Yes. I remember that famous game we had, the really, really long one. I was playing Priest and you were playing Control Warrior.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because you like Priest, I knew it was Priest. I knew it was a Priest matchup against something. Against a control of mine, because I like control and like mid-range stuff, so that was probably what I was playing.
Yeah. Intense game.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. So if we talk about a bit about the art in the game, do you have a special card you cherish or art like that you really like? If not, a skin.
I mean, art I have a poster of Mancrick right behind me right there.
My husband.
I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if the
Yes.
angle's really that good, but that was made. Oh, up more. Let me just. There we go. Bam. And that was made by my girlfriend. It wasn't necessarily because I liked the art of him. I just liked Mancrick. But I guess that's got to be my favorite art in the game because my girlfriend did it, and that would be mean if I said it wasn't my favorite one. But skins, I like. Oh, there are a lot of good skins. I was just talking about this yesterday. Every single skin that they come out with, I'm like, if I didn't already have a skin for this character, I would buy this. Like I think Hearthstone skins are really good. Most of the time, not all of them, but a vast majority of the skins. I like the art of the game just in general. Every single time, like this is. I think that the art of Hearthstone is like one of the best aspects of it, and it's what keeps me playing. Obviously, the gameplay is great too, but every single card. Oh my gosh, what's his name? Never mind. Maybe I do have a favorite one. The Druid one, the one that's a tree, just because he's annoying. Something bark. I forgot his name.
Iron bark?
Yes, that's probably it. He's so annoying, but I love. He's just such a meme. Like he's just a tree with giant eyes. That's just like, how are you doing there?
Okay, good. So you've been very present on social media, and you use social media a lot. I mean, does sometimes it feels like work when you use social media, or you just really feel like using it?
A little bit of both. I mean, sometimes obviously I feel like, oh, I haven't tweeted at all. I feel like I should maybe tweet something. But then there are also a decent number of times where I'm just like, dude, this deck is broken or this card is stupid. How many people agree with me on this? Or I also just like sending out polls because I like seeing what people think. Like, how do you guys enjoy the expansion? How do you guys like this card? I just like asking questions. So most of the time it's just because I want to. Every now and then I'm like, if I haven't tweeted in 2 or 3 days, I'm like, I should probably think of something. What do I want to do?
Good. Good.
Yeah.
Would you consider yourself as an extrovert or introvert?
There's an extrovert and introvert. That's a type, right? And I probably put myself in that because I'm a pretty shy person most of the time. But then like once I actually know people, I become an extrovert. But it has to like get there. My girlfriend always says that I'm definitely an extrovert. I'm just like a shy extrovert. And I'm like, isn't that just like kind of both then? So I don't know. I'd say that I feel more introverted. But like,
Okay, we're gonna do a quick test.
Yeah.
We're gonna...
Oh, there's a test? Oh my gosh.
So
I didn't know there was gonna be a test. I didn't study for this. Wait.
But like, okay, so do you like having like lots of things to do outside your house, to be there, to be outside and have events for like for like a full week, or you prefer to have like some alone time in your house?
I mean, alone time in my house, but if I've been alone in my house for a while, then I want to go out and do stuff.
Okay, so you're in the middle. I guess
Yeah,
you're allowed to be in the middle.
Yeah, because I don't know. I do like being at home. It is the best. But like, if I've been at home for a while, I'm like, okay, well, like right after this, I'm gonna be going to a friend's house. I'm gonna be playing board games for several hours, which isn't necessarily like going out and doing anything crazy.
No,
but it's like
but
I've been home for a while, and we wanted to do something. So, or I, play basketball 2 or 3 times a week just because I don't like being home a ton. But I also prefer being at home. So I feel like I'm more introverted, but with some extroverted things.
For sure. Maybe you're in the middle, and it's okay.
Okay.
Okay,
I feel like it's just such a cop-out answer, though. I need to choose one.
But, well, in theory, everyone is like one or the other, but I guess it really depends on the definition you have of one or the other. So I guess in the middle is fine.
As long as you say it's fine.
Yes. So you mentioned basketball. So you play basketball?
Yeah, I play a lot of basketball, and I play tennis as well. Not as much tennis, but that's just because nobody around where I am plays tennis anymore. Because when I moved, we don't want to drive, 30 minutes to play tennis there, 30 minutes to play tennis here. But basketball, getting a whole group of friends together, it's a lot easier to be like, okay, 10 of us are going to go play basketball, so we're able to like justify driving time to get together and play. So yeah, I play a lot of basketball.
Okay, good. And so, do you practice sports every day?
No, well, I would like to. Optimally, if I could wake up at a better time, I would stream and then I would maybe shoot around, whether it be by myself because there's a basketball court like 3 to 5 minutes away from me, or it doesn't have lights though, which is why I have to try to wake up earlier to play there, or I try to play with friends, and I usually play at least basketball 4-ish times a week. So it's not every day, but it's about 50-50 every other day.
Okay, good. Do you train at the gym also, or just
No, I don't like the gym.
Okay.
I work out at home. I have like a pull-up bar and I do push-ups and I do like basic sit-ups and stuff. Excuse me, but I don't like going to the gym.
Okay. Okay, good. Well, it's good to be outside and to play with friends. Definitely, that seems like a good time.
It is.
So you mentioned your girlfriend. So let's talk a little bit about that. So do you disclose your relationship status when you stream and you do content creation?
Yeah, people sometimes complain because every time people ask me about the man crick thing in the side, I'm like, my girlfriend did that. And I'll get people in the chat being like, we get it, you have a girlfriend, because people ask that question a lot and I say I have a girlfriend a lot. I definitely disclose it.
Okay, good. Do you talk? Does she come on stream?
Not usually, no. Every now and then, if like she needs to tell me something, or we did once on her birthday, we played Rocket League for the whole stream. She cut my hair on stream once, that was funny. But not usually, no.
Okay, good. Do you have a special nickname for her on stream, or you call her her real name?
No, I just call her girlfriend because I don't know if she wants me to say her name when I'm on stream, and so girlfriend is just a very easy thing. Like, oh, it's my girlfriend.
Okay, good, good. How long have you been together?
Like 4.5 years, almost exact. A little bit more than 4.5 years actually, by 4 days. Wait, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days.
So you met in college.
Yeah, like freshman year, day one. We were in a group of friends, and then yeah, I don't know. I think we watched Stranger Things together, and we watched it at like night together, and that was when it like kind of started.
Wow, that's good. That's very romantic. Stranger Things.
Stranger Things, super romantic. Yeah.
I'm kidding. It's like almost horror. It's like
That's a thing, right? People watch horror movies on dates. That's a thing.
so the girls is like a bit scared and like
Oh no, it's me, 100%. She loves horror movies, and I absolutely hate them. The whole time, I was just like, this is worth it, this is worth it, this is worth it. Something would happen, I'd like grab her arm real quick, maybe scream.
Does she play video games?
She plays a little bit. Like, she plays Don't Starve together with one of her friends from school. She plays some Rocket League. She plays like the Switch Sports, which just came out. She likes that. But not like the same games I do. Not the like hardcore gamer kind of games. You know, like I guess Hearthstone isn't super hardcore game, but like I play Valorant, League of Legends, and that kind of stuff too. And she's not interested in the more competitive aspect. She likes more survival and just fun games.
Okay, good. Do you both work at home?
She's still in school doing graduate program. So she is here most of the time, but then she also has work where she has to leave, so she doesn't work from home all the time. If you consider doing the schoolwork also work, or if you meant like work. But yeah, she works from home a decent amount of the time.
Okay.
For school.
How is it to be two people working at home?
We're home a lot. But it's kind of nice because like if we need something or we need to ask a question or whatever, or you know need toilet paper for whatever reason, the other person's home.
That's good. That's good.
They're like, oh no, I didn't check before I went to the bathroom, and you can be like, hey, can you help me out real quick? And she's there or I'm there. So it's nice. It's convenient for sure.
Do you have roommates?
No.
Okay, that's good. Do you have pets?
We have a cat named Peter. I could grab him if you want me to.
I would love that.
Okay. He's probably asleep right now in his favorite chair. Be right back.
Mm, mm, mm. We are waiting for Peter. Peter is gone. He disappeared. Peter, Peter, where are you? Where are you? I didn't know he would be that far. I didn't know. Ah.
I had to go find him. Oh no, 1 second. Ugh. I had to go find him. He wasn't in his usual spot, but this is him. He's a cutie.
Ah, Peter, hello, hello. How
Hello, say
are
hi,
you?
Peter. Hi.
Hi.
He's doing pretty good. He's a little grumpy. I woke him up from a nap.
Oh no. Peter. Oh, yes. That's a good cat.
It is a good cat. Are you a good cat? Do you want to get me put down now? Okay, here you go. You can go.
Good. Okay, so how old is Peter?
He's like a little more than 1.
Oh, so he's a baby.
He's a baby, yeah. Peter, what are you doing? Okay, he's fine.
Good. Okay, so now we get to the part of the interview about food.
Oh, food. Yes, okay. I love food.
Okay,
Let's
good.
go.
Good. So, do you drink coffee?
No, I hate coffee.
So, what do you do to wake you up in the morning?
I don't really do anything. I just kind of slowly wake up. It's a slow process. But I really don't like coffee. I feel like maybe I should drink like tea or something. Maybe I'd like that more. But I've never really tried tea, so I don't really drink anything in the morning.
Energy drinks?
No, I don't really like caffeine in general. I already have so much energy and I'm all over the place all the time and I have a hard time going to sleep. So I feel like caffeine would just make that even worse.
Okay, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Do you drink wine or beer?
I also don't like alcohol that much. I mostly just drink water.
Just water.
Yeah. I mean, I'll drink obviously with like friends and stuff if they're over or I'm over there and I'll have like 1 or 2 things. But it's not like I particularly enjoy it or I go out of my way.
Okay. Okay. So you would drink a beer, but you wouldn't enjoy it.
No. I think it's so gross. But I'm like everybody else is, so fine, I'll have like 1.
Maybe a cocktail would be better for you.
Oh no, yeah, if I do that, it's usually that.
Okay. Does your girlfriend is the same way as you?
For the most part, yeah. She likes it a little bit more, but also not enough to really go out of her way to drink extra.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Are you a cook?
No. I'm not
So,
a cook.
so is your girlfriend a cook?
No, I do most of the cooking because she has work and school, and I just have this, so I have more time. But I don't really cook. It's more just heating stuff up in the oven. You know, like frozen orange chicken or frozen pizza. It's not a lot. That's one of the things that I want to actually learn how to do because I do like food a lot. So I think that I should probably learn to cook so that way I can make good food for myself.
That's good. When you want to do a romantic dinner with your girlfriend, what do you cook?
My one meal that I know how to make pretty well, it's just chicken parmesan with like a little pasta on the side. That's it. That's my one decent meal. Usually if we go out, we want to do something kind of romantic, we'll go out, I guess, and usually that's always the same place, and it's just Cheesecake Factory because we both love cheesecake. It's it. That's our main thing. What, Peter? He turned real quick for some reason and looked right at me. I thought maybe something happened.
You got triggered by the cheesecake.
Yeah. He was like, "What? You don't take me? What the heck? You don't bring any home for me? No, you're a cat."
So when you order out, what is your go-to?
My go-to when ordering out, I mean, I love Subway. I just love sandwiches. I've always loved sandwiches. So that would probably be my go-to. That or like In-N-Out. Those are my two big ones. And it's great because I have two, like both of them are really close to me. Or you have like a mall that's a couple minutes away and has both. So I'm set. I either, heat up some food or I have two of my favorite places right next to me.
And what do you order? What's your order at both of the places? Your typical order.
In-N-Out is, double with fries. And at Subway, it's more intricate. It is the chicken and bacon ranch. But then I don't get ranch because I had it in the past and then I realized I didn't like it that much. And then I get mayo, mustard, cucumbers, bell peppers, tomatoes, lettuce, and sometimes something else if I'm feeling, what's the word? Adventurous, I think is a good way to put it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's the most adventurous food you had?
One time I was like, I know I hate olives, but you know what? Let's try olives. And it was a huge mistake. I just kind of took them out after I took one or two bites and was like, nope, this is a failed experiment. I just took them out and put them off this side.
Does your girlfriend likes olives?
No, neither of us do. But I was feeling adventurous. And I was like, maybe today's the day my palate, matures and all of a sudden likes olives. Because that's a thing, I think. People, like my parents have told me, olives is one of the foods that you like more as you age because of how your palate changes. And I just, every now and then I'll try it and be like, maybe today's the day. And it's never the day. I hate olives.
I don't know if you remember from How I Met Your Mother, but usually in a couple, there's one that likes olives.
There's one that likes and one that doesn't. But that was built on a lie. You found out years later that it was built on a lie. The olive theory, I think it was called. Did you watch How I Met Your Mother?
Yes.
Like all of it, or just parts of it?
I think I watched all but the last season.
You didn't finish the finale? I feel like that's a weird place to end. Might as well finish it out if you've watched most of the other seasons.
Yeah, maybe I should.
Why did you stop?
Why did I stop? Oh, I don't watch a lot of TV.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, I usually go to bed right after my stream.
I wish I had that self-control. But no, I'm like, well, I could play games or watch, what I'm watching now is BoJack Horseman. I could watch some of that, and then next thing I know, it's 3 or 4 in the morning, and
yeah.
I need to go to sleep.
Well, that's the thing. Since being a full-time streamer and having a full-time job, I kind of need to make sure I have some breaks somewhere.
Oh yeah, you're a very busy person.
Yes. I just need to make sure I don't burn the candle onto the two ends of it.
Oh yeah, and completely burn yourself out. That would not be good.
No. So yeah, TV is the one that I don't choose.
Yeah. It's like in college, you can either have a social life, friends, or, a relationship.
Yes,
and
exactly.
You can only choose 2 of the 3 things.
Mm-hmm.
Or
That's
no,
true.
it's not. It's relationships, grades, and sleep. And you can only choose 2 of those things.
Yeah, definitely.
What's he doing? He's such a goofball.
Peter.
He's so cute. His little cords dangling, just bopping it.
Would you say you're more of a savory or a sweet guy?
It's a good question. I'd say savory. I would say savory because I feel like I can have too much sweet at certain points, but I don't think I can have too much savory. So I think that since there's a cap on sweetness, that I would say I'm more of a savory person.
Do you snack a lot?
I used to, but I feel like that's kind of dangerous if you just have like chips and stuff always around. So I snack a little bit less and I try to eat more during like the actual meals. But yeah, I snack. I'll have like chips or trail mix. I have some right here whenever I get hungry on stream if I stream for an extended period of time.
Trail mix.
What do you?
Good.
Hello.
Hey, Peter.
Hello?
It's like, why am I here?
Why are you here? Okay, go be free again. Whee.
So if do you have allergies?
As far as I know, no. I haven't had an allergic reaction to anything.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
If you had to choose in between fruits or vegetable, which one would you choose?
Fruits.
Okay, top 3
I'd
fruits.
say fruits. Wait, are berries fruits? Am I dumb?
Yes, fruits.
Okay, then like blueberries, strawberries, and then like an apple, I guess, would be my go-to. For some reason, I thought berries were in a different category.
Like which category?
I don't know. Berries. Citrus. Citrus would be its own category. Fruits?
No, they're in fruits.
No, it's in fruits. It'd have to be fruits. Because they have seeds inside of them. That's the thing, right? That's how you classify a fruit versus a vegetable, or is it the other way around?
Well, at the same time, I do consider an avocado a vegetables, and I guess most people consider it a fruit. So I guess there's kind of a discussion around it.
Yeah, fruit develops from the flower of a plant, while the others are organized as vegetables. Okay. So I'd say that... Wait, which one did you say you were torn on?
Well,
Or you debated about?
tomatoes and avocados.
Huh.
Tomatoes
The
are
common examples of fruits that are mistaken for vegetables include avocados.
yeah.
Avocados are actually fruits.
I know. I know they're actually fruits, but they're vegetables in my mind.
Oh, okay.
I know. I mean, if they're salty, they're vegetables, and if they're sweet,
They're salty?
yeah. Well, you know what I mean, like
Vegetables salty?
not sweet.
Oh, okay. So you say okay.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about travel.
Travel, okay.
Have you traveled a bit in your life?
I've been to Europe once for my graduation of high school. We went, hey Peter, put that down. That's mine. I traveled to Europe once, and I go to the East Coast to visit family once a year. And those are basically I do that once a year. New York, New Jersey, that area, Delaware, and went to Europe once. And other than that, I went to like Seattle once for a wedding. Went to Montana once because there was like an auction, and there was at a school event or whatever, and people were like, we have this house, so you can have it for like the weekend or a little bit longer or something. So it was that. But for the most part, I haven't traveled too much now. Have you?
Yes.
Nice. Where?
No. This is your interview.
No, it's. I want to know some things about you too. It's two hearts. There's 2 hearts here.
I've traveled to 45 countries.
45 countries?
I've lived in Hungary, and I've worked in France for a while, so I've traveled a lot during that time.
5 countries? I've been to 3, and I live right next to Mexico. Like, I am right there, and I haven't even been there.
I know it. What's the third one?
I've been to France, England, and the US.
Okay, when you did the travel in Europe, okay.
Yeah, Europe was 2 different ones, yeah.
Okay, good.
45? Wow, so you are like so cultured. What's your favorite food from those places? Like, what place has your favorite food?
I really like
If I were to
gado.
go someplace.
I really like gado from Bali.
Okay. I'm gonna forget that, but you should message that to me just in case I am like, where do I want to go? I'm
It's
food
like-
motivated, so let's go to a place.
Well, I mean, if we talk about cultural food, like I mean, gado, it's like tofu and like steamed vegetables with rice and peanut sauce.
Okay. Never had tofu, but the other things I enjoy.
But anyways, it's good. But I mean, I would travel for food, so this is like the one of the most exotic one, but I really like food.
Yeah. I like food, but I don't go enough places to try different food. I'm a creature of habit. Once I'm like, oh, I like this, I will just go there. Like for Subway and In-N-Out, I'm like, I know I like these things, and even though I'd be fine trying something new, if it was my choice, I'd just choose one of those two places again. Or sushi. Those are like my 3 go-tos.
Yeah, sushis, that's a good one.
Sushi's delicious.
Okay, so I know you haven't traveled that much, but if you could travel tomorrow, where would you go?
I could travel tomorrow. Where would I go? Probably Australia, just because I love their accents and I just like listen to them talk. Putting me a little bit on the spot here. I feel like I should have a better answer than that, but that was just the first thing that popped into my head.
No, that's good. That's good. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Live. Interesting. I don't know. I mean, I kind of I want to say maybe Japan, because my brother visited there once and was like, this is like the coolest place ever. But I feel like since I haven't been there yet, I can't say I want to live there. Like I can think of some place I'd like to visit and like test out. But since I haven't been anywhere, I don't know if I'd like to commit to living there. Like I also want to visit Canada, but I don't know if I want to live there. But I'd like to see it because my friends have gone there and the pictures they took were super pretty all the time. And I was like, this looks awesome, but would I like to live there? I don't know. But I guess probably if I had to choose, it would probably be Canada or Japan if I had to choose somewhere other than here.
Good. I mean, Japan looks awesome. I've never been to Japan. I've never.
What, out of the 45 countries you haven't been to Japan?
No.
Oh, wait, so have you gone to like the Disneyland in other countries? Because that's the thing, my girlfriend loves Disneyland. She's like, there are 4 other countries with Disneylands, I think, or 3 or 4.
I haven't,
Japan,
no.
China, Paris, and I think one other place, and then the US. You haven't been to any of them?
I've been to the one in the US.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
The real Disneyland.
The real Disneyland. Everything else is fake.
The original one, I should say. But yeah, no. Maybe you should try the one in Paris.
Yeah, I kind of want to try that one out. But my girlfriend went and said that it was pretty fun. So I don't know if I'd want to go to the one that she's already been to.
Are you planning to
Because
travel?
I'd assume we'd go together if we go.
I hope so.
Are we planning to travel? Currently, no. I mean, she's still in school, at least for a little bit. So for the next year, it would be kind of difficult to like travel. But after that, probably.
Okay, good. Till next year. So you're not going to TwitchCon Amsterdam?
No.
Are you going to TwitchCon San Diego?
Oh my gosh, Peter, what did you just do? What are you pulling on? I might. I don't know yet, though. I don't know. This is the kind of introvert in me. Like, that's going to be a lot of people and a lot of things. Do I really want to do that? Part of me wants to just stay home.
I feel the introvert now. I feel the...
Yeah. Peter, stop chewing on things.
Okay, good. Oh, I forgot the most important question. Do you like cheese?
Do I like cheese? Is there anything deeper to this question? Because it's like you just said, this is one of the most important questions.
Yeah.
I mean, I like cheese, but
that.
I'm a little lactose intolerant, so my body hates me afterwards. But I enjoy cheese, yes.
Okay. Top 3 favorite cheese?
Provolone, and that's about it. I just have provolone on everything. I mean, American's kind of like fake cheese, but it's kind of tasty. I like cheddar, I guess. Swiss is fine. Like, all of the cheese I'm fine with. I don't have the most intricate palate. I'm pretty basic. Just like the basic cheeses.
So you don't do
put
cheese
Peter.
boards like during the
No,
weekends.
but I want to. I feel like that's when you're like an adult, when you have cheese boards and you're like cheese boards and wine or whatever, and you like hang out with friends. But I feel like I might offend some people by saying this, but I'm not old enough to do that yet. I need to be a little bit older before I do something like that and get into like cheese and wine.
It's probably been at least 10 years that I do cheese boards, so I think you're not that young to make cheese boards.
Can I go to the bathroom real quick and put him away? He messes with cords. It's like his thing, and he's a little bit annoying right now.
For sure, for sure.
Okay, I'll be right back. 1 second. Okay, Peter.
Hi, Smuggling. How are you? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I'm glad you noticed. You're so good. You're so good at noticing.
Sorry.
Okay, good, good, good. So
Alright.
now we will get into the viewer's question.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, have you been into any other card games beside Hearthstone and Magic?
Yes, I played Yu-Gi-Oh! Kind of competitively. Mostly like round robin type tournaments. I was never like super hardcore, but I would like 1 or 2 card shops near me would have more round robin tournaments, and I had one pretty good deck, and I was pretty good. Like I basically go there, usually go 4-2, roughly about that, and then I'd get a decent amount of winnings, and then with that, well, not like a lot, but with the winnings, I would buy like 2 packs. I'd go across the street or wherever, get a pizza for myself and soda, and then I would just hang out and play more card games. So I played Yu-Gi-Oh! I played Pokemon with my little brother a little bit, although I was never really super into that one, but he was, so I played that with him. But yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! For sure was the one I was most into, and then it became Magic, and then it became now Hearthstone. But Yu-Gi-Oh! Is the one that got me into card games.
Okay, good. So you mentioned you play board game. Which board game do you play?
My friend has so many different ones. I don't even remember them. I kind of just show up and I'm like, what are we playing today? Explain to me the rules and we'll play. Right now we're playing a lot of a game called Scythe. My friend really likes that. Settlers of Catan, we play fairly regularly.
One of my
Well,
favorite
not like
games.
regularly, but it's one of the games that we play a decent amount. Ticket to Ride.
Ticket to Ride, Settlers of Catan. Don't say Seven Wonders. I'm gonna die.
No, I don't. Not that one. But the Ticket to Ride and Settlers are solid options.
You've never played Seven Wonders.
No, I actually have never played that.
Oh my god, you need to try it.
7 Wonders. Is there like an online version? Could I play it?
I don't think so.
Tabletop Simulator, maybe.
Maybe.
I actually have not played this, but I've definitely heard of it, and I've seen it, and I've seen the box. Like I'm looking up a picture of it right now. I'm like, I've seen that. My friends have it or whatever, but I've never played that one.
You should. Definitely.
Playtime 30 minutes, age 10 plus, cool. I fit into that category.
Well, that's actually my favorite one. Seven Wonders.
That's your favorite game?
And Settlers of Catan is like just right below because I really like this game. That game. Just to tell you how much I like it, my family did a wooden version of the game so we could like play outside so that the card wouldn't like
Oh, that's so cool. I was like, why would you do that? But that's so cool.
so we could play outside and we can like travel with it and yeah. But it's very heavy, but it's nice.
Have you always been into like card games and board games and stuff?
Board games, always. I've always played board games all my life. Card games, I mean, I would play with my grandma and my mom to like regular card games, like not like just regular cards, different style of games. But my mom is like, she played bridge like professionally, so that's how I
That's
she's
crazy.
she's okay with me playing cards. She's okay.
That's pretty cool. Are you good at bridge? Did you like get any of that passed down to you?
My mom is like, she really, really wants me to get into bridge, and I'm like, get into Hearthstone, and I will get into bridge.
I never got into bridge. I got into spades though, because spades is kind of like simpler than bridge. And I was
Yes.
younger when I first started getting into it, so I play a lot of spades with like some of my family when we go over on the East Coast. That's like the go-to card game. So I really like that.
So
So I always
that,
I
yeah.
thought I'd like bridge, but
Yeah.
we never played it.
So I do. Spade is one of the game we play in family. But yeah.
Nice. It's a good game. Oh,
Uh,
when we get mad at each other, like, why would you play that? What are you doing? We need 7. Why would you do that? You just lost us the game. Oh, we get somewhat competitive. There are like 2 of us that are very competitive and 2 of us that are not very competitive. Like, we're just there to have a good time. I'm one of the competitive ones. So there's always, if I'm on the same team with like the other competitive one, we're like, what are you doing the entire time? And the other 2 are just, like sipping whatever they're drinking at the time, just like waiting for us to, after the round is completed. Because they're not allowed to talk during the game, but like after, when we talk about it, like, why did you do that? What were you thinking? It's pretty fun. I love that game.
I'm not very good at that game, but yeah.
I'm not either.
And I'm
It's
not
like you have to remember
competitive.
the cards. You're not yeah, I could see that. You seem too nice and chill to be competitive. Me, I'm all over the place. I'm throwing things. I'm yelling at the screen the whole time I'm playing Hearthstone. You just relaxing, drinking some coffee, just having fun.
I love playing games.
Yeah, games. I mean, I love playing games too. It's just I am not the kind of easygoing person.
Okay. Third question. What,
Okay.
in your opinion, gives Hearthstone an edge above other card games?
I've actually talked about this a decent amount. I think that it's like the absolute perfect mix of complexity but simplicity. I also think the art style is great. I think that and the way that the board is laid out. Like I've seen Magic Arena and I've seen Legends of Runeterra. I've played both of those a little bit. Well, I've seen my dad play Legends of Runeterra. Seen my dad play Magic Arena. I've personally played Legends of Runeterra and Hearthstone, and most recently Marvel Snap. I started playing that, and I still think that Hearthstone, just the way the board looks artistically, is the best with the animations that it has. And again, I think it has a great mix of complexity with simplicity. Like in Yu-Gi-Oh, cards would have text that would be super small letters and be like a paragraph long with like 2 or 3 different triggers sometimes. Magic is also fairly complicated. And Hearthstone has some complicated aspects to it and some cool combos, but it also is just like you get 1 mana every single turn. You don't need to play land. You don't need to like sacrifice stuff or read really, really complicated cards or have chain effects, really. It's more of just like, okay, these are the rules of the game. Use these set rules of the game with a couple of new keywords every now and then to like do what you can. So it's just a really good mix of simplicity so people can pick it up. It's complex enough to keep people interested. Awesome artistically. And it's really fun. And it's got enough RNG too, which is sometimes a problem, but it's got enough RNG to where like a worse player can sometimes beat a better player, so you never feel like you're totally out. The better player will usually win, but like, end of the game, you're like, screw it. Slam down Yogg and just see what happens, And sometimes the less experienced, less skilled player will win because of that, and sometimes the better player will lose because they play it and something bad happens. So it's just got a good mix of everything. I just wish it was a little bit more, a little cheaper to play. That's my only main complaint about it.
Okay.
That was a long answer, sorry.
No, that's good. That's good. What is your favorite thing about content creation?
Favorite thing about content creation is probably, it's the fans. Wouldn't be anywhere without them. But no, seriously, I actually do genuinely just enjoy them. But I think my favorite part would probably be, I think I see all of content creation as like a puzzle. I don't like puzzles, but so that's a bad example. I see it as like a game. Like how can I maximize these things? How can I do things more efficiently? How can I get more views, a higher number, and all that, and trying out some different things like different thumbnails, different titles, looking at the analytics. I just like trying to come up with something new to do in order to take it to the next level without. I mean, I guess obviously I could change my content, but I like trying to change the like little behind the scenes things. I don't know. I just see it as a little game.
Okay, good. Last question. When are we gonna see Queen and Ecor collab again?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't, well, we kind of are right now, but I'm down. You could teach me how to play Seven Wonders. That would be kind of fun. We could do a best of 5 again. New mini set just came out. We can come out with some new decks. If you have any ideas, be down for sure.
Okay, good. Good. Who wrote
I feel like
that
it's
question?
a good balance of you having fun and me getting mad at everything, and it just like it balances out to be pretty entertaining, you know?
For sure. Okay, good. Well, thank you so much for being here tonight and answering all our questions. I hope you found it entertaining.
Absolutely, it was entertaining. This was fun. I see why people like doing this, and I see why you like doing it.
Good. So have a great rest of your afternoon because it's still early for you, and we will talk soon.
Yeah, for sure.
Bye.
Bye-bye.